Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Making side adjustments here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That's caught, it's Smothers. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Looking for room, it's Bray. There he goes! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. They're going to run it to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive, put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Vasco. Looking left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick toss. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And, Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utah!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Holloway. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Back to pass, it's Vasco. Throws to the wideout. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
That's reeled in. It's Heath. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Hokies will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he
throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
And the Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's St. Clair. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jeff. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes the handoff. It's Brady. Turning it on. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. On the move, he fires. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Utes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To throw, it's Vasco. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You could just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig. That's a nice...
Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From from the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, they're after him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Now sliding to his left. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. This is now a 7-point game. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Holloway. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Selvin.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Grabbed in the middle, it's Overton. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing, they're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points, they need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Finds his tight end. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's caught. It's Heath. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback...
There he goes! Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Basco. Fires to the wideout. It's complete!
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to pass their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense in press coverage. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Buying some time. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He's got it. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utes!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Hokies in the hurry-up.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On third down, going up top. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's picked off for the third time today.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Utah! And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that you can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him dig you up.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hairston. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Hokies want to move quickly.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Wide open downfield. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Using his legs, it's Overton. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 5th. Big red zone opportunity here. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Tight end now in motion. They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside.
34, Virginia Tech, 16.
He'll return it. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Creates a little room. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heel.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
41, Virginia Tech, 16.
He'll bring it out. It's Keith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. The short hands, it's Selden. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Slings it downfield. It's complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it. And he doesn't do it there.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to James Madison. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Got it, looking for the first down. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2's kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quickly to the tight end.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Off play action. Still looking on the move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark. They just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Paul? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runner runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
And the Utes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Heat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Pinned back in their own end, a third and short from the 16. He wants to change this route. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Hokies look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep end.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
23.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for his man in the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down. come away with 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He might want another play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Let's go. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will